So I put it all on like I was welding it in the last video. Finished it up, welded that little bracket on that needed to be on, and then it's on, and then I took it off because I realized it didn't fit. Ordered some of the parts, like this cherry bomb used to be a bit further back, and this 2-inch pipe down here used to be a bit further forward. I switched these two, and then I re-welded everything on. I decided to put the old tip on too, just because I needed a bit more length, and see, even now still there isn't exactly enough length. Like I still could have fit a little bit more, but it's good as it is. Two of my friends helped me put it on a couple days ago and decided that to adjust it, we'd just use 1,000,000 zip ties to my tow hitch and to my hanger up there, so it doesn't look the greatest, but whatever, it holds up. It's kind of funny, more prank, I think. But there's a few things that I'm gonna have to adjust on this eventually, just because see how low it is way down there by that flange. That's just gonna scrape on the ground over time, and I'll have to adjust it, probably buy some of the flex pipe or whatever. Yeah, so even after I did the second refab of the whole exhaust, I realized it still didn't fit. So I'll probably have to do it a third time once I get some of the flex pipe, like I said, just because it's a bit of a hazard, you know, having it like millimeters away from the gas tank, which is right there. So, you know, better be safe than sorry. I mean, it sounds good as is. I will get a video eventually of me starting it up, but it's like 10 p.m. right now, so, you know, I'll probably get a noise complaint, because I've been riding this around a lot in the day, and I think there's some people that are, not a lot, just taking it out at lunch or whatever, just literally up and down the street, just to test it out and, you know, get one last hurrah. But I think there's some people that are starting to get annoyed now, just because it's really noisy. If you saw the video from last time of me starting it up, it's quite a noisy quad, so it's just, yeah, that's gonna scrape all along there, like, it's just way too low. This little arm here, where my pen's pointing to there, is it's barely missing that arm. Like, there's like a tiny little space there. Like, I'm sure it's gonna rattle around, so I want to make it so it has a bit more clearance on there, and also a little bit further down, it's like there's like barely a gap in between the gas tank and it, which is, you know, totally not safe, right? So I'm gonna have to fix that. This is just temporary, really. I think eventually I'll probably buy a full exhaust, because this one's rotted out, and I want something that's kind of performance, you know. So, yeah, that's the exhaust, I think, for now. And, yeah, what's next? Shred tires. So, another thing. Like I said, I have the winters on it still, just because I haven't had the time to buy new ones, and for some reason these things won't sell. Maybe because it's 4 different tires. That would make a lot of sense, and they're really crappy rims and stuff. They're beat up. So I think I've designated these to be my shredding tires, so I'll make them nice and slick and do some shredding with these bad boys. What's next? Oh yes, so I got my license in like a week or so, so I've kind of been practicing to do that. I'm gonna do it in my mom's minivan, and I'm feeling pretty good. It's just a matter of practicing that parallel parking that I find hard. But so I'll be able to drive on my own in 8 days, and I'm sure I'll start releasing more videos once I do that, just because it'll be easier for me to take videos of me driving and stuff, so you guys can see more. I was thinking, I don't know, this is dreaming big, maybe over the summer I'll do a turbo kit with a K&N air intake, maybe. I was thinking, I want to do a cold air intake, because, you know, it'll add more power, and it gets rid of the clunkiness of the big plastic one that's in there, so it's, that would be better. And then, I noticed the other day, both the left speakers on my car stopped working when I turned the volume over 50, which was pretty loud. When my friend turned the volume over 50. So, I think they're blown. But for stock speakers, they are pretty darn good. And I am quite happy with them, but I might eventually. Someone said, oh, you need to put a sub in the car, you know. You should put a subwoofer in it. I got the amp in my room, like I said. I just don't have the time and money to buy a wiring kit and install a sub and all that. I got lots of junk in here right now. As you can tell, my chocks there. I took this whole panel off that goes here because I don't know if I mentioned this thing releases my trunk, which was jamming a lot recently. Emergency toolbox, jumper cables, basic stuff. A buddy of mine was nice enough to give me these ramps here to pull my car up onto, and I've been doing a lot of work out of the driveway and garage with them. They're great. I will say it's hard. It's kind of hard to back a standard up onto those, just because you don't want to go too far and then go over. But they are great. I've done lots of work, and there's also like something like 6-ton jack stands there, or 8-ton jack stands. They're crazy and they're great. So haven't used them yet, but thank you. I think that pretty much concludes this video. So this stupid umbrella will stand up. There we go. Okay. Yeah, so I think this pretty much concludes this video. Probably the next video will be of me driving around with a car on my own for once, finally. So, looking forward to that. And like, comment, subscribe, and tell any of your friends that, you know, like this kind of stuff and need pointers on anything or car vlogging, then just give me a subscribe or comment or like, whatever, right? Yeah, like I said, next video will be probably me driving, and I look forward to showing that next. So I will see you all in the next one.